Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be taking you guys on a little tour around Jos City. Jos City is the capital of Plateau State in Nigeria. Plateau State is one of the north central states in Nigeria, and it is one of the most beautiful states. It has a very unique landscape, and I'm not even exaggerating because this state is so beautiful. There is nobody who has ever come into Plateau State and regretted his or her stay or didn't confess on the beauty of the state. Plateau is part of the formerly known Benue Plateau, which was later divided into several other states. Now, a lot of people think Plateau is a Hausa state because they actually speak Hausa to a certain extent, but they actually have 48 languages like Ngas, Birom, Tarok, and so on. Now, these languages they have, it seems Hausa might have taken over to a certain extent because I feel they speak Hausa in order to understand themselves because their languages are just too many. This state is surrounded by hills and mountains. In fact, the minute you enter the state, that is one of the first things you are going to notice because the hill surrounding it is kind of like a fence. All around the state, you see hills and mountains. As you can see in this video, even rocks. You see rocks even when you are on the road passing. There are people who even build their houses on rocks because the rocks in Plateau State are just so many. Anyway, I hope you guys are noticing how neat the road in Jos City looks because they always ensure that they clean this state every single morning, and it usually amazes me when I go to other states and I observe that they don't actually pay attention to their sanitation system. So this state, there are a lot of things that make it beautiful besides the landscape, besides the hills, besides the mountains. It's just a very tranquil state. The environment is very calm and peaceful. This state is actually known as the home of peace and tourism, and although in the past few years it seems as if it was now becoming a war zone due to the just crisis that was ongoing back then, but as of recent times I think it has reduced drastically, so we can actually say it is back to being the home of peace and tourism. One thing I love about Jos roads is the fact that they actually plant trees along their roadsides, and I think it actually enhances the beauty of the state. This is not something you can easily see everywhere, and I feel like planting of trees should be something that every state government should look into. Anyway, just enjoy the ride as I take you around Jos City. As you can see, this is a flyover. Some people will call it one of the most colorful flyover, but as you can see, it's actually colorful. It was even more beautiful than this when they actually made it, but I think due to rainfall and everything, the color has started to change. Another fact about Jos City is the cold climate. You can just wake up in the morning, you will see dews covering everywhere. You won't even be able to see your next door neighbor. The cold here can be very extreme to the extent that even when you wear sweater, you cover yourself with blankets, you will still be shivering. That's just how extreme it can actually be. The heat season in Jos City is also usually extreme, but thank God it doesn't last long. If you have been observant enough, you notice that Jos City doesn't really have much tall buildings like skyscrapers and so on. And I don't just know why, but I think it still looks beautiful without skyscrapers. This building now was formerly the tallest, but we now have another one that is taller than it, but still just two tall buildings in a city. And this goes to prove that skyscrapers is not what makes a city beautiful, because if your city can be this fine without skyscrapers, then I don't know what other people are doing. One lovely thing about people living in Jos City is that they're actually very peaceful, cultured, and kind-hearted. It's a place where you can easily get help from a random stranger. Like if you're in Jos City, it feels like you're not in Nigeria. Like this state is not one of those states you go to and it is very loud and noisy. Everybody's just shouting, come off here, this one is shouting shit, this one is shouting, like everywhere is just, busy and everything. So guys, welcome to Rayfield Resort. As you can see, this is a dam. This place, people come here to relax, to take a boat ride and do other things. Some people don't even come here to just read. Many people have their different reasons for coming here, but this place is very beautiful. You can come here if you are someone you want to visit Jos City. This is one of the places you can just go and relax. I hope you guys are getting a good view of this resort, because this resort is actually very beautiful. I told you guys that Jos has a very unique landscape, and every time it seems like you're going higher and higher up a mountain. As you can see from this particular video, the road we are driving on seems high, while the buildings by the right hand side seems low. And if you go to other parts of the states, it might actually look more different than that. Earlier I said that people build houses on rocks here. If you look closely in this video, you will observe that there are so many buildings that are actually built on rocks, and some had to actually break down their rocks in order to build their houses. You can even just buy a land in Jos and you find out that rocks are on your land. So it's just a general occurrence in Plateau State. Some people refer to Jos City as Nigerian London, a busy African London. Yes, because when they stay here, they have this feeling as though they are in London, the weather and everything. And you see many other people also call it J-Town. So if you hear someone saying, I'm from J-Town, the person is talking about Jos City. Some people also call it J City. And Jos City is not just beautiful, maybe only on the expressway. The streets are also looking good. This is the stadium. I don't know, I showed you guys the stadium in one of my previous videos. Now this is how Jos City looks in the night. I just wanted you guys to have a view. The street lights are actually working. It's not the street lights that some people just put and it's not working. These ones are working. This is how the city looks at dawn. As you can see, the sun has not yet risen and people haven't opened their shops. This is how the state looks very, very early in the morning. And one thing about Jos City is that a lot of people here love flowers. If you see so many buildings, you will notice that they have flowers planted around their houses, and that is why if you are a gardener and you live in Jos, you will definitely see people who will support your business, because that is one thing they don't joke with here in Jos City. If you're one of those who want to visit Jos City and you are scared about the cost of feeding, well, trust me when I say that feeding in Jos City is very, very affordable. But just try and bring your blanket or sweater or whatever you can use to cover up, because this is not a place you come and be wearing spaghetti hand during cold weather. My dear, you will just freeze to death. And if you're one of those probably wondering and saying, how cold can Jos be? Well, please pay a visit and find out yourself. Anyway, I hope I was able to give you guys a good view of Jos City. This is a place you will definitely love to be in. If you are looking for some places in Nigeria to tour or to visit or to go on a vacation, Jos City is the perfect place for you, as you can see. And although I didn't show a lot of resort centers in Jos City you can visit, I might do that probably in another video, but Jos City has a lot of places that you would love and you won't regret once you visit. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos and have a lovely day. Bye bye.